Right now, you are sitting still. Except you're not. You're spinning at about 1,600 kilometers an hour. You're also racing around the sun at 30 kilometers every second. And you didn't feel a thing. Here's what I want to do in the next few minutes. I'm going to give you 4 facts about space, simple ones. And by the last one, a single grain of sand is going to mean something completely different to you. Stay with me, because that last one is the one people don't forget. Let's start with the sun. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away, so far that its light, the fastest thing that exists, takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach your eyes. Think about what that actually means. The sunlight warming your face right now? It left the sun 8 minutes ago, which means if the sun simply vanished, you would have no idea. For 8 whole minutes, the sky would still be blue. You'd go about your day, and only after those 8 minutes would the darkness arrive. You are never seeing the sun as it is. You're seeing the sun as it was. And that's just the beginning. Fact 2. Let's shrink everything down so it fits in your head. Imagine the sun is a basketball. On that scale, the Earth isn't a tennis ball. It isn't a marble. Earth is the size of a single peppercorn. And that peppercorn sits about 26 meters away from the basketball. That tiny peppercorn, 26 meters from the ball, holds every person who has ever lived, every city, every ocean, every story, everything. And here's the part that gets people. On that same basketball scale, the next nearest star would be over 6,000 kilometers away. So between our sun and the very next star, there is almost nothing. Just an ocean of empty, quiet dark. That emptiness is the normal state of the universe, not stars, not planets, the dark. Fact 3. And this one we actually tried to cross. In 1977, we launched a spacecraft called Voyager 1. It is the fastest, farthest thing humans have ever sent away from Earth. It's been flying for almost 50 years, at around 60,000 kilometers an hour. It never stops. It never slows down. After nearly half a century at that unimaginable speed, it has barely left our own cosmic doorstep. If Voyager were heading toward that nearest star, and it isn't, it would take around 70,000 years to get there. 70,000 years. To reach the closest star out of hundreds of billions. Let that sit for a second. Which brings us to the last one, the grain of sand. Go to a beach, pick up one handful of sand. Now imagine every grain in that handful and on that whole beach and every other beach on Earth, every desert, every grain of sand on the entire planet. Astronomers estimate that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on every beach and desert on Earth, combined. And almost every one of those stars could have its own planets, its own worlds, its own quiet, empty oceans of dark. So here's where it all lands. When you look up at night, you are not looking at the universe as it is. You're looking at light that left those stars years ago, sometimes thousands of years ago. Some of those stars may not even exist anymore. You're looking at the past, a sky full of ghosts and memories. And on one peppercorn-sized world, around one ordinary star in one of trillions of galaxies, you exist. Right now. Aware enough to think about all of it. That's not supposed to make you feel small. It's supposed to make you feel rare. If your brain feels a little quieter after that, a little more here, that's kind of the whole point of this channel. I make these slow space pieces every week. So if you want a few more minutes like this one, you already know where to find them. That's all for tonight. Look up sometime.